If you are one of the roughly 1,000 people at Samsung's New Jersey headquarters right now, and you're trying to figure out what to do next, I need you to stop scrolling and actually watch this video, because what you decide over the next few weeks is going to shape the next several years of your life. So here's what you're looking at. Samsung told you to relocate to Plano, Texas, or you don't have a job. That's not a maybe. That's not a consider it. That's a real deadline sitting on your calendar right now. And underneath the stress of that deadline is a much bigger question that nobody at the company is going to answer for you. Where do you actually live when you get to Plano, Texas? And better yet, where the heck is Plano, Texas? And that's what I'm going to answer for you today in today's video. So just to ease the stress of going through this relocation, I just want to let you know that Plano is located just north of Dallas, Texas. It's not out in the middle of nowhere. Where these headquarters are is a bustling suburban area that I know that you are actually going to love. I want to validate something before we go any further. If you're anxious about this move, that's completely normal, and it doesn't mean that you're behind. I have personally helped dozens of families make this move from other states in this exact market, and every single one of them told me the same thing. I wish someone had just gave it to me straight and told me where to go instead of making me guess. That's exactly what I'm about to do for you in today's video. I'm Luke Jones. I'm a local Dallas real estate agent, and 3 years ago, I relocated my own family from Florida to the Prosper, Texas area. So I'm not talking to you as an outsider reading off of a freaking script. I sat in the same exact seat that you're sitting in right now, a new city, a tight timeline, a job pulling me towards somewhere that I have never lived before, and better yet, I had never even visited the Dallas area before, trying to figure out which suburb was actually going to be right for my family instead of just picking the first one that showed up on a Google search. I have helped over 300 families make this exact relocation move into the North Dallas area, and Samsung employees that are relocating to the Plano area have become a specific focus of mine right now, because I understand the pressure that you're under better than almost anyone else making content about this market. So here's the promise of this video. I'm going to rank the suburbs around the Samsung headquarters in Plano by actual commute time, not some guesswork, so that by the end of this video, you know exactly what city to start looking in based on how close you need to be, what you want to pay, and what kind of school district matters to you and to your family. But before we get into the ranking, if you already know that your timeline is tight, and if you're one of these 1,000 people facing this decision, it probably is, go ahead and text me the word Samsung to 305-747-9311 right now while you're watching this video, so we can get a call on the books this week. Don't wait until the end of the video. So let's start with Plano itself, because for a lot of you, this is going to be the obvious first stop. Living in Plano puts you as close as possible to Legacy Central. We're talking about a 10 to 15 minute commute, depending on exactly where you land relative to the Tollway. And the Tollway is its own monster. Plano is completely established. I think of Plano like old money. After they developed the city of Dallas, they moved right north to the city of Plano. So it's more established than any other suburb in this area outside of the city of Dallas. You're not waiting on new construction here. You've already got mature neighborhoods. You have the shopping, the restaurants, everything already is in place in the Plano area. So if your priority is minimizing your commute above everything else, Plano is going to be the play for you. Next, we have the city of Frisco. And if you have done any research about this area, Frisco is the hottest city in the entire United States right now. Frisco sits just north of Plano along the Dallas North Tollway, and your drive into the Legacy Central from most of Frisco's neighborhoods runs anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes, depending on where you land at in the city of Frisco. Frisco gives you newer construction than Plano has to offer in a lot of the neighborhoods. You have strong school districts, and it's become one of the most talked about suburbs in the entire Metroplex over the last decade. If you are looking for a newer home with an easy shot down the Tollway, Frisco is a very very strong contender. And then there's Allen, Texas, which sits just east of Plano. Now, your commute from Allen into the Legacy Central area is going to run you anywhere between 20 and 25 minutes because you're coming from a slightly different corridor into the Plano area. Allen tends to be a little bit more affordable than Frisco and Plano while still giving you a strong school district. And if you have not heard, Allen has the largest high school in the entire state of Texas, the third largest in the entire country. Allen also has an established community feel. Now, let's talk about Prosper, which is just north of Frisco down the Dallas North Tollway, because Prosper is different from what you may expect of this area. I'm not putting Prosper on this list because it's just a little bit further out and a little bit more land. I'm putting Prosper on the list because of the lifestyle that you get here that you cannot get anywhere else on this list. Prosper gives you access to everything that Frisco has to offer. The shopping, the dining, the entertainment, all of this is just minutes away, but without paying the Frisco pricing. And what you're really buying here is not just a home, it's the people that's around you. Prosper is the city that I decided to move to, and my neighbors are entrepreneurs, business owners, executives, people who are building something special in this area. Now, if community and who you're building relationships with matters to you just as much as square footage does, this is one that needs to be on your list. Prosper is home to one of the top school districts in the entire state of Texas. Two of my children have already graduated from Prosper ISD, and one of my children is going into Prosper High Schools right now this school term. Your drive to the Samsung headquarters from Prosper is going to run anywhere from 20 to 25 minutes, depending on where you are in the city. Prosper ISD consistently ranks among the top school districts in the entire state. So if you got a family, this is going to be the strongest option of this entire list. Now, here's where it gets extremely exciting to me because Prosper sits along the Highway 380 corridor, and that corridor is exactly where you need to be if what I just described sounds like you. If you need that Prosper lifestyle, the schools, the access to all of the entertainment, the caliber of neighbor, the Highway 380 corridor is where the new communities are being built at right now. And this is the area that I personally relocated my family to. And it's the area that I personally walk buyers through the most because it's exactly where this vibe is concentrated. And next comes Celina, Texas, which is the furthest out, and your drive time is going to run you anywhere between 25 to 30 minutes. The tollway now extends directly into Celina, which has made this commute far more manageable than it used to be even a couple of years ago. Now, what you get in exchange for that extra distance is newer construction, lower price points relative to what you can get in Frisco and Plano, and some of the fastest growing master plan communities in the entire country. And then you have McKinney, Texas, sitting on the east side of Dallas Fort Worth, running a drive time of 25 to 30 minutes into Legacy Central. McKinney is a little bit of a different corridor than the others that I've laid out for you. So it's worth mapping your specific commute before you commit to moving into the McKinney area. But it's consistently ranked as one of the best places to live in the entire country, and it gives you a strong mix of established neighborhoods with brand new construction. Now, here's my honest take, and I know some of you have been chomping at the bit just saying, Luke, just tell me the answer. Well, if minimizing your commute is your number one priority because you already know that you have to be at the office a lot, then you should be looking at the Plano or Frisco area first. If you got kids and school district quality matters more than just shaving 10 minutes off of your drive, then look at Prosper and Frisco. They're both ranked as top school districts in the entire state. And if budget is a deciding factor for you and you still want a newer home with a decent amount of space, then you should be looking in Celina or McKinney, but still keep your ears out for a city called Princeton, Texas. Dallas-Fort Worth is a massive metroplex with over 200 cities and some really, really great suburban areas with great great school districts. So I would definitely recommend looking into multiple areas to find the feel for your family. Now, I know a lot of you watching this video haven't reached out to anyone yet because honestly, this whole situation moved fast and you're still trying to process this. I completely understand. And that's your sign to stop waiting, because you don't have the luxury of a 6-month home search timeline right now and trying to figure this out alone from a different state without someone who actually knows these specific suburbs. That's how people end up in the wrong neighborhood for their family. I've worked with a limited number of relocation buyers every single month because I personally walk every single family through this process. I'm not handing you off to a call center or to a random agent who has never actually lived out this move before. This is the exact move I made myself. I've helped over 300 families make this same exact move. So here's what I want you to do next. Go ahead and scan the QR code that's on the screen, or you can text me the word Samsung to 305-747-9311. Tell me your timeline. Tell me what matters most to you and to your family. Is it the commute? Is it the school districts? Is it the budget? And I will personally help you figure out exactly which one of these suburbs and which specific neighborhood inside of these suburbs is the right move for you and for your family. Given the deadline that you guys are working with, the sooner that we talk, the more options that you're gonna have. I look forward to seeing you right here in the great state of Texas. God bless.